Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching Lost. This is the 12th episode of the first season. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in and enjoy. So I think we've had a pretty solid start to the season, if I'm being totally honest. You know, really enjoyed obviously the introduction to all of the characters, the backstories. Still feel like there's a couple more that we do still need to get, but you know, I like the direction that the episodes have taken the last few episodes. You know, it's a good twist having somebody, you know, infiltrate the camp from who's actually living on the island. It turns out to be Ethan. Now I was a bit sus of Ethan, to be honest, ever since he was introduced, only because he was like 9 episodes in and it was the first time we seen his face, and I was like, I don't really get it. Where's this guy come from? Do you know what I mean? At least everybody else, we kind of seen them in the background doing chores here and there, you know, moving and passing and saying a couple words. But he just popped in, he just was right into the thick of it. And, you know, as Hurley was going around doing his, you know, manifest, you know, checking and ticking, he found out obviously he wasn't part of the original plane. And, you know, obviously that meant that he must be on the island. Now, obviously the episode we had of Claire and a baby and, you know, how she ended up being in this position. She was attacked, wasn't she, from somebody? We didn't really know who it was until the very end, and then obviously the aftermath of that with her and Charlie being taken was last episode. And obviously we had another kind of like Jack one, and you know, we went through the motions. Him and Kate went one way, you know, we had Boone and Locke going another. They was both trying to track the, you know, the trail down and try and obviously save Charlie and Claire. Now the interesting thing is Jack and you know, Jack and Kate ended up going the right way. To be honest, it seemed like they went to you know, followed the right tracks, and they found Charlie up in a tree, pretty much hung. He was on his last legs. I thought he died. You know, they done really well with us. He had Kate crying, you know, he's giving mouth to mouth Jack. He was hitting him in the chest, you know, he's pumping it. He wasn't breathing. It looked like he was gone. They done 2 rounds of, like, I don't know, whatever you'd call it, CPR, and he was still not here. Jack was proper thumping and pumping on his chest, wasn't it? And I was like, mate, I am pretty wounded, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that I am the biggest Charlie fan in the world, but I feel like it would have been way too soon to pull that trigger, but it was good that he was actually alive. And then obviously Charlie, all he's saying now is, look mate, all he wanted was Claire, and he's using the words they, emphasising to me anyway that there was more than obviously Ethan. Ethan also had a scrap with Jack and he proper beat him up. It was literally easy work, mate. Jack didn't even get a punch him. He ended up getting knocked out. And then we ended the episode really interestingly with obviously Boone and Locke together as you know, the storm's pouring down. He ended up throwing a flashlight over to Boone. He dropped it. It hit something on the ground. It was like a metal bunker. And obviously Locke's digging around with his like knife, figuring how, you know, like how big it is, scraping through it. And I think they found a door, and that's how we finished. So mate, we're progressing really interesting. I can't wait to see obviously what today's episode holds. Thanks for checking out. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode. Who's that? Is that Kate? She's not messing about. Look at her in the trees. She's a proper jungle woman. Look at her just up and down with ease.
Ow! Son of a bitch! What the hell are you doing?
What the hell are you doing?
My knee, you practically busted my damn knee.
Taunting me now?
What the hell are you doing all the way out here anyway?
Everyone's been eating a lot. This is the only place the trees aren't picked clean.
Sounds like another waterfall. Oh, it was a waterfall as well. Surely he's not getting in his jeans. Ah, I would have definitely took those jeans off. Oh, someone's dead down there. Imagine if he was tied up down there. Ah. Or maybe he was off the plane. That would kind of make sense, though, wouldn't it? I know, like, yeah, okay, you've seen a dead person there, but people would have fell in random places, wouldn't they? You know, as the plane was disintegrating, and I mean, landing there is a wounder, isn't it? to be honest, but the whole area seems pretty decent. It'd be a good place to go if you could clear out all the bodies and stuff. But you know, it could be, and I think it would have been an interesting spot, is if he was dead there, but they was tied down, like, you know, somebody had a rock on them and he was yanked down, do you know what I mean, and he couldn't get up instead of it being on the plane. Then that would be like well scary.
I want to go check them out.
Check them out for what?
See what they got on them.
A briefcase. Was that case something to do with her?
Got myself a wallet.
Help me with that case.
Oh, she said it, yeah.
I'm
Here we go.
disgusting, but you're not.
It's mine.
It's quite good, actually. I like it.
That case ain't yours, is it?
No.
It's mine.
You wouldn't mind if I just take it.
Take it.
If you think he can't get into it, he's going to work all day getting into that. He did mention, didn't he, sorry, that the tide was coming in.
I just hope that moving up the coast will make a difference.
It'd make a difference if everyone moved inland.
I need you to take me back to the French woman. Rousseau. Claire's still out there.
Her mind is gone.
You heard them yourself.
I don't know what I heard.
You said that you...
The wind, Jack.
Isn't there
I'm
anything...
skilled at mathematics and decryption, but these equations are beyond anything I've ever seen. If I could translate them, I might be able to make sense of it.
Shannon can. Yo, look at his neck. It's ruthless, that, innit? Like I said, I thought he was dead, but she's still out there. She is. And you know what? Jack isn't wrong. Okay, you don't know what you heard, Saeed. And yes, she might be crazy. But the fact is, she did mention others, and it's true. Others have arrived, and they've taken Claire. The best thing that you could do is go and seek somebody who's been here for such a long period of time and see if you could just take anything from her. Do you know what I mean? Just get any bit of knowledge.
Where have you been?
What do you mean, where have I been?
You and Locke have been leaving before sunrise and coming back after dark for the last 4 days. What are you doing out there?
We're looking for Claire. You see the way they look at us around here? They don't take us seriously. We're a joke. I'm trying to contribute something. You're useless.
She's not actually useless. She's the same as Sawyer. She doesn't take part. She doesn't integrate herself. It better be something good in there. It might be a criminal documents. That's what it might be.
Ryan, if you'll just give me some ID, we'll get started on your loan app.
Down on the ground! Down on the ground!
Oh, is she part of the script? Imagine.
Are you the manager?
Maybe not.
I said, are you the manager?
Let's open the money cage now.
Oh, I don't know if she's part of it or not. She looks scared though.
Get off of me.
Maybe you're not here for the case at all.
Oh.
If you wanted to play rough, all you had to do was say so.
Give it to me.
Okay, you had the opportunity to take that case with no questions asked, you know. It's like when Jack had the opportunity to find out your backstory and then he said, nah, it's okay. And then when he come to you a second time, you refused it, yeah? It's the same situation. We don't change it. It's you know, it's a case, it's a story. The fact is, that case was there, he give it you. You was looking at it, he was like, that's not yours. She was like, no. He's like, okay. I'll have it then. She was like, yeah, sure, whatever, you have it, go for it. Like, he never forcefully took it off you. You kind of like willingly just give it him, and now you want it. Do you know what I mean? And you've attacked him for it. It's interesting because there was no way Sawyer was ever going to hand that over then.
We're quite close to the equator. The sun might be stronger than what you're used to. I need your help translating some papers I took from Rousseau.
Who's Russo?
The French woman. The papers contain equations accompanied by notations in French. If I can understand the notations...
Sorry, can't do it.
Why is she so negative? Do you know what I mean? I don't get it.
If you pick the lock on a Halliburton, I'll put you on my back and fly us to L.A.
What are you trying to do?
Pick the lock on a Halliburton.
There's some sort of strong case.
Even open that case is with pure force, man.
Oh, but Boone's got the axe on her.
Did anybody see you take it? No, I don't think so.
Well, which is it? No, or I don't think so.
No.
Everybody else is helping us move the camp up the beach, except for you. Baby, I got sob stories for you, so why don't you grab the other end of this thing and help me?
That's what you need, man. Straight talkers. You can't say no to her, can you? Oh, she waited to the right time. Does she want to throw it away, or what?
At this point, all I care about is satisfying my own curiosity. Oh, easy, sweetheart. I don't really care what it is. What's burning me up is why it means so much to you. Last chance. All right.
Even we don't know, man. Like,
Now, I'm tired of asking nice.
people are mad, aren't they?
Hey, watch out! Shoot him! Shoot him!
He's gone!
Okay, little hero.
No, please stop.
Shut up!
Let you and me go talk. I don't know how to use a gun. It's classic.
Knew she was in on it. That's interesting though, because, you know, she won't really get sent down unless they grass her up.
If you really put your mind to it, I know you can, Sean. Where did you learn to speak French?
I knew this guy
This guy.
in France in Saint-Tropez. Kind of lived there for a while.
See what I mean? She just needs to just have a go.
So, what is this? What is it for?
두통에 쓰이는 약초인데
A headache. Oh.
Before I left for Sydney, the marshal who was escorting me, he had the silver case, some traveling money, some of his personal stuff, and 4 9mm with a few boxes of ammo.
So where's the case now?
Sawyer has it. He hasn't been able to open it, but sooner or later.
So what do you need me to do?
That is true. What can he do?
I know where the key is. The marshal kept it in his wallet.
I buried him, Kate.
I know.
No, you do have to go and dig him up. You do have to actually go and dig him up.
We're gonna open the case together.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it is the guns, why is she so hardcore about it? Because personally, this is just my opinion. I don't think Sawyer's going to break open the case, see that there's 4 guns in there and say, these are my guns, none of you are having them, pull it on everybody. Like, it's essential that they keep it themselves and they use it for the threat of Ethan / his group. Do you know what I mean? Like, you would send those guns out with the looking party who's trying to find Claire. That's where it'd be essential. Like, I feel like if she sat down and she told him, yeah, it's guns inside of it, you know, somebody on the... Like, you could even twist it and say, I was travelling with somebody on the plane, and, yeah, that's his case, and I know there's weapons inside of it. All he wanted was to know what was in it. He'd never said that he ideally really wanted to keep it and what was inside. His curiosity just wanted to know why he wanted her so much to have it. Do you know what I mean? So... It is interesting, but I do firmly believe you got to go and dig that body up and get the key out. You have to.
There's no reason to be happy. Things are awful.
They're not that awful.
We're stranded on an island. Something in that jungle that eats people. Just because we've not heard from it in a couple of weeks doesn't mean it won't get hungry again.
Nobody blames you for what happened to Claire. Did everything that you could do. You know what I think, Charlie? You need to ask for help.
You know what? They need a mother figure, don't they? I would love it.
Put him with the other.
Because I needed to bury him.
Hey, hero.
No, please don't.
Shut up!
You got 3 seconds to give me that damn key. Let's go.
Did you get it?
Oh.
Do you reckon she's going to say it's not there? She's got it already.
Key isn't in here. No, but that was real good sleight of hand, distracting me with the wallet. Open it.
Jack,
Don't.
She actually does my head in, Kate. I like her, but she also does my head in. It's like I'll always go back to the first season of Euphoria. I personally really enjoyed Jules. I thought, like, she was, like, kind of my favourite character in that season, but she was also my most disliked character of that season as well. She's done lots of good stuff that I really enjoyed, and then there was lots of other stuff that really annoyed me, and that's Kate all over, in my personal opinion. She's a good character. I like her. I want her to stay in the show. I really, really do. But it doesn't mean that there's aspects of her that's really annoying to me anyway. And, like, this one, man, like, her story, whatever, man, we're getting it in this episode here, we're seeing it, but... She's proper hardcore in it, and she just like that's it. She's always lying. At least Sawyer, right? He's just hostile and like got his back up. Do you know what I mean? But she lies to everyone, Kate.
The sea of sparkles. No, wait, no. The sea of silver. It's the same as the last one.
Are you sure? What you're saying doesn't make any sense. Something about the
Okay,
stars.
just give me some room, okay? No, wait, no. Blue infinity.
Blue infinity.
Blue infinity. There's something about this that is so familiar.
You've been telling me what sounds very much like nonsense for the past hour, and now it seems familiar?
I told you that my French sucks.
This was a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
Haven't you heard? I'm completely useless.
So what can I do you for? Figured she'd get you to do her dirty work for her.
Cephalexin. That's the antibiotic I've been giving you for the knife wound in your arm. You're right in the middle of a treatment cycle now. If I keep giving you the pills, you're going to be as right as rain. But I'm going to stop giving you the pills.
I can't believe he's blackmailing him.
I don't think you could do it. She tell you what's inside? I know you think you're doing her a favor, but however she talked you into doing this, she lied, brother.
We're going to do this together.
Why?
Because that's what I said we'd do.
What the hell you waiting for? Open the damn thing.
Well, now we're talking.
Let the girl go.
The girl is the one who set you up. Pick this vault. This whole thing is the girl's idea.
What are you doing?
Easy, Maggie. Just cleaning up after myself.
What is he doing?
I need the key to safety deposit box 815 now.
Who are you?
Wow, she's proper gone hardcore for whatever's in this box. An envelope. What's in it? So far, so good. The gun, the money, the bullets.
Is this it?
Yeah, it better be something good.
Nothing.
Oh, it's not. Oh, that's annoyed me.
What is it?
Belong to the man I love.
Stop lying to me. Tell me the truth.
Belong to the man I killed.
I'm glad that Jack's not consoling her. Do you know what I mean? She's lied to him all episode.
Your husband was in the tail section of the plane.
But he'll be back.
You think he's still alive?
I know he is. Fine line between denial and faith. It's much better on my side.
Yo, I'm glad he's having a breakdown. Yeah, have that breakdown, because once you have it, you know, you could be on the straight and narrow after.
I'm not the one that can help you.
He's doing well with his drugs, isn't he, though? He's not needed them for a while.
The guy from Saint-Tropez, he had this kid. He watched this movie over and over and over again. At the end, there was this song. And your French woman, she's just like Laurent, because she wrote them over and over and over again.
What's the song?
La mer qu'on voit danser, des reflets changeants sous la pluie. On voit danser.
What are we saying? Checking the island's got to boon. Right, if I'm being totally honest, right, I thought the episode was pretty decent, actually. I thought it started off really well with Sawyer and Kate, and I thought their connection and the bonding and just like the little sequence, and I know I do actually like Kate and Sawyer together. You know, I feel like when they're together, it's more of like a love-hate banter kind of relationship, and it's kind of funny. I kind of like enjoy the back and forth bouncing off each other. When her and Jack's together, not in like today's episode, but in others, I kind of feel like it's a bit more serious, like relationshipy type. Not too sure how we're going with it, to be honest. I've always called this triangle. I could see it. I still feel like it's brewing. Do you know what I mean? But like, I feel like this episode as a whole with the Cake backstory, pointless. That's just me. That's my opinion. You know, if I just settled, like, if I just lay the episode out, right? We started with them finding a case. She didn't want it. Well, she wanted it, but then she wasn't that bothered when she found out it wasn't hers. So, like, when she had the conversation with Sawyer and let him have it, then she hardcore wanted it and started fighting him for it. Then she stole it and he chased her and they attacked each other. And, you know, he was like, look, I don't care what's kind of like, you can have it. You know, I won't try and open it. Just tell me what's in it. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you. Get a backstory. We see her, she's in a bank, people come in, start shooting it up, you know, she's part of it, she gets stuck in the back, she gets taken out, do you know what I mean? Then she gets thrown in, and then she gets stuck in the back again when they've got the keys, and then they're taking the stash, and then the guy, which I don't understand, like, why would the guy, first of all, who she was with, turn her in and just reveal your plan to the bank manager? That didn't make sense to me anyway. Oh yeah, you've been conned by her, it was her plan, and all this. Then she's turned on them, shot them all, went to the safety deposit box, which she had a key for, so that means that she double-crossed them. It was like, do you know what I'm saying? To go all that way to get a little plane figure. Why? Like, okay, that's the guy you killed. Can I have the guy you killed backstory? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that I want that one way more than I care about you getting that plane. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all episodes you've been lying to Jack as well. I don't care that it was to Jack, but what I'm saying is all episode you've been lying, and like I do feel like she's too much on like that there. How she acted all episode, mate. Nobody would have cared if Sawyer opened that, right? Do you think Sawyer cared about that little plane? He would have looked at all of the guns and the money and the bullets. He wouldn't even do anything with that plane. He could have just gone over and took it. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like the whole thing, I didn't really get. I don't understand. Like, sometimes you do get filler episodes and stories and it leads you down a path where you can kind of understand decisions that somebody's making and like how they're changing their personality. But like this whole episode with Kate hardcore wanting to get that plane, I don't understand. Like, yeah, I don't really understand it, to be honest. Doesn't mean the episode wasn't decent. There was lots of quite good stuff that happened around it that I enjoyed, but like that one there, I didn't even mind that storyline, to be honest. I thought the episode was interesting, but at the end of it, when it was revealed, do you know what I mean? When we got the reveal, I was like, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't the best. I didn't really get, like, why hardcore she was all episode just for that. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed aspects of the episode in terms of, you know, Charlie opening up, speaking to the woman, her consistently believing that her husband's alive. That was decent. You know, him saying that, you know, he needs kind of, you know, like, can you help me? And she's like, baby, you know, I'm not the one that's here to help you. Pretty much needs to help himself. But by doing that, he can also integrate with others and, like, you know, help everybody uplift him. Because he's kind of feeling down that it's his fault that Claire's gone. And it's not, man. To be honest, you was the one putting in all of the effort to actually save her. You should be proud of yourself for it. Do you know what I mean? And, like, I understand where he's coming from and seeing it as a negative because obviously he feels like he's failed. But the fact is, do you know what I mean? You put up a good fight and you should be acknowledged for that. And I say well done. Do you know what I mean? And hopefully he can bring himself back around and get the determination. Maybe pick a gun up and go after it. Do you know what I mean? And try and rescue her. So we didn't really see anything of her or the Boone and Locke storyline, to be honest, finding whatever they have found. It was acknowledged by Shannon that the 4 days in a row they've been disappearing and coming back, and do you know what I mean, and not really telling anybody what they're doing. Also, we've seen Boone come back at the end of the episode staring at, you know, her speaking to Saeed, and he looked like he was a bit fuming, to be honest. So I was saying, I wonder if the island's got to him or something, changed his personality, because it does seem that, like, when people see into it or, like, get distracted or something, they kind of change a little bit. So I'm interested to see that one. You know, Shannon, she's a mixed bag. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes she really stresses me out as well. And other times, you know, she's quite funny. I do feel like with her, she's a person that she get, like, you get different people in life. Do you know what I mean? You get people that can be on the Todd, who don't need anybody around. They can live the whole life single. And they could live on their own in the wilderness and they can be chilling. And you need other people that need people around there, things to do, people to uplift them, bring them, give them praise. I feel like she's one of those. I feel like she needs that person, say like Saeed, I would say, mate, don't rush her. Don't rush her. She needs to be told, like, yes, Shannon, you're doing well. Yes, you're part of the team. Get in there. Thanks for that. You know, we're working it in a bit. You know, let's take a break. You've been a real good asset today. Do you know what I mean? Useful team member. Let's go, mate. We'll keep working. We'll go through it. Get our minds together. Really proud of it. She's one of those. She needs that encouragement. She needs that acknowledging, knowing that she's worthy of something. Where other people, like myself, to be honest, I couldn't really care. I don't need anybody's opinion. I'm sound. If people hate me, great. Do you know what I mean? If you like me, fantastic. I feel like her, it really does affect her. She needs to be known that she's valued. And, like, that's why when Boone was like, you know, you're useless. And I said straight away, she's not useless. She's just like Sawyer, where she's not integrating enough. Every time people ask her why, every time she's doing it, I'm just sunbathing. You know, can you shoot that rocket up? She nearly missed it because she was talking. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, she needs to become a bit more part of the team. And I'm glad that obviously here, she's helping out. And do you know what I mean? Like, Saeed can't moan that she wasn't getting it right or it doesn't make sense. Because if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. That's what she's trying to say. You know, maybe your friend, yeah, Danielle, who's been on the island for so long, is not that all in the head. And, you know, she's writing the same thing over and over and over again. Now, she just sang at the end, and it'd be interesting to know what that actually translates to in English. It'd be interesting to find out. And like I said, it excites me to see a character going forward, if she's going to be used more and take part, because now we've seen Sawyer kind of get more integrated and take part and help people. I think his character is so much more better. So, you know what I mean? I'm excited to see, obviously, what we do. And I can't wait to see, obviously, what Boone and, obviously, Locke have found as well. Hopefully that's next episode, and get more of the Claire storyline as well, because it's really, really interesting, that one. Because it also brings in other people onto the island. But that's where we currently are. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.